Advocating for your child's education needs is not a joke. I can tell you that for a fact because I've been there. In fact, I'm still there. So I'm going to be sharing with you today 5 questions, 5 of all the questions, because I have a lot of them. And these are the top 5 that I usually ask at my child's IEP meeting. An IEP meeting is your opportunity to ensure that your child gets the right support in school. But with all the paperwork, all the jargons, all the emotions, it can feel really overwhelming. Trust me when I say that. So it is very, very vital. It is very, very important for you as a parent, as a guardian, to equip yourself with more questions so that you can learn more about what your child is doing at school. So here are the 5 questions, and you can write them somewhere so that you can incorporate them if you're not already asking them. Right? Are you ready? Number 1 question you should ask is, how is my child's progress being measured? And I know everybody asks these questions. And I know that, especially for me, the question I get is, oh, your child is doing better. Oh, your child is making sufficient progress to meet goal. Okay. But don't just settle for that. Ask for specific data like work samples. Can I see some of his test scores? Can I see his progress reports? So that you can truly, truly understand where your child stands. Don't just listen to, oh, your child is making progress. How? Can you show me? Can I see? Number two, are the accommodations and modification my child currently have, are they effective? Now, for children that already have an IEP in place, maybe you are going to update it, and I'm sure your child have some accommodations and modification already in place, but you have to know if these modifications and accommodations are really working. Are they effective, or are they just there for being their sake, and your child is not really making any progress, even with all the accommodations and modifications that they already have? So is the extra time my child gets on tests, is it really working? Is it helping him? The sensory breaks that he's getting, are they working? If not, what are the adjustments that can be made to better support my child? 3, yes, how does the team handle behavior or emotional changes? Some things are not already in the IEP and they come up. How does the team handle this? So if your child struggles with anxiety or meltdown, what strategies or what interventions are in place? Do they have a behavioral intervention plan? Are they following the behavioral intervention plan? Number 4, how is my child included in the general education settings? And we can go on and on and on about this inclusion in the general education settings, because if your child is in a general education settings and is not making progress and is not being carried along, right? Other people are on letter Q, your child is still on letter C or letter D. So you have to ask, as if your child is already in the general education classroom, you have to ask how he's doing. And if you are trying to get him mainstreamed, ask him what are the supports in place that is going to help your child in the general ed settings. Because if they are in special education now, how often do they interact with children in the general education settings? This number 5 is very, 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 very important. What can I do at home to reinforce learning and progress? Some parents, they leave IEP to schools. I always say that, look, even if I draft an IEP, if we draft an IEP for my child, I still have to work on those goals as well at home. And this is what actually helps children that have succeeded IEP plan. You work on those goals at home. Don't just leave it to the school. All these tips that you get at school, the strategies that have already been developed at school, use them at home. The IEP is not just for school. Ask your teachers, your children's teachers, for practical strategies to help at home. Like a study routine, like communication tips, and behavioral strategies to support their growth. Now, before you go into that meeting, make sure you write down all your concerns, make sure you write down all your observations, your requests. Being helpful, be sure to follow, like, and share so that other moms can benefit. Thank you all for watching. Bye.